Welcome to Checkered Shorts, your quick stop for all things IndyCar. From race recaps and driver drama to bold takes and under-the-radar stories, we bring you the speed, strategy, and spectacle in a bite-sized form. Buckle up. Let's go racing. Hey, hello, welcome back. Checkered Shorts, episode number 69. Put them away, put them in the books. We're just stacking them up on top of each other. Yeah. So we always start off with a history lesson. It's fun, just kind of associate the episode with something. So Brian, tell us a little bit about the number 69 in IndyCar racing.
Yeah, 69.
Keep it to IndyCar racing, all right? This is PG-13 here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Producer, sir. 69. When I think of 69 in IndyCar, I go to Mario Andretti. One of the greatest, arguably, on the Mount. I mean, probably not even arguably on the Mount Rushmore of IndyCar drivers with Foyt and a couple others. But Mario Andretti won the 69 500. It's the only, as most people know, as probably everybody knows, it's the only Andretti victory in the 500 was in 1969. So many close calls for Mario, Michael, Marco, John and Jeff both ran in it, but 69 was the only one. Fitting that 69 is race week at Long Beach because Mario had some incredible success at Long Beach. Before IndyCar or CART at that time ran at Long Beach starting in the 80s, F1 was there. And Mario actually won an F1 race at Long Beach. And then when he came over to IndyCar full time, made his trip back to IndyCar, he won 3 of the first 4 Long Beach Grand Prix, starting in 84. So 84, 85, and 87. The only person that beat him in those first 4 years was his own son, Michael. So pretty cool history, nice little connection this week for 69 and Long Beach. So there's your history lesson for this week.
Very cool. So off a big break, but now we get to talk about a track. We get to talk about its history. We get to talk about the race itself upcoming, all exciting topics. So we're really excited to be joining you for 69. Pat, you're our guy who kind of gives us the down low on the tracks. Give us a little background.
Yeah. It's a 1.9 miler, 11 turner, if you want to call it a turner. It's probably the second most famous track that we've been to. It's our second longest tenured track since 84, I believe. What did you say? Yeah, 84.
84. Yeah.
F1 stopped in 83. So it's the Monaco of IndyCar. It's the West Coast 500. It's the show put on the West Coast. So it's probably most famous for 7 and 8, the turn of the fountain there. And 1 and 2 are probably the biggest turns. One's a big right-hander, heavy braking. And number 11's a big hairpin to come out of on that front stretch. So 2, if you can get those handled rather well and take a pretty view at 7 and 8 through the fountain, you're setting yourself up for a pretty good show. It's kind of the gist of it. Some pretty good. This kind of ties off of Dinwiddie's. I did a little bit of research. Rossi's won 2 poles and 2 races in 18 and 19. Actually, it was Michael Andretti's first and last race win in 86. And what did I say? 02. So very historic. Historic track. It's the longest running street race in North America. So there's just quite a bit of history, man. Like when Alex Zanardi was a lap down in 98, came back and passed Tracy and I'm spacing who it was now. Herta. It was Herta. There with like the last lap to go. So lots of cool history. Under Jr. won there 6 times. Will Powers sat on the pole a handful of times. Kind of Dixon ran wild with it there. So, yeah, there you go. That's what I got.
Yeah, so talking about the race, there's always the guys we normally talk about. If you're going to get even money? Who are the guys you think are really going to finish high podium potentially? Or maybe when you got a little extra money on your team, you can spend it from grid rivals on a guy that you know is going to score for you.
Yeah. So you mentioned Alexander Rossi winning there twice. In 19, I think he won by like 40 seconds or something. I remember watching. It was so dominant. But another two-time winner and a guy who's sitting at the top of the point standings right now is Kyle Kirkwood.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's got 6 total wins in his career, and 2 of them are right here at Long Beach. So that's a guy. I mean, obviously it's a street course. We know Andretti's going to be strong. We know Kyle's really good on that type of course. So I think that's the guy that's at the top of everybody's list right now.
It's a pretty good group. Kirkwood's definitely at the top. Dixon won in 24, Newgarden in 22, Herta in 21, Rossi 19 and 18, Hench, Pagano in 16, Dixon, Mike Conway in 14. So it's not Taku got his first race win in 13 there.
For Foyt.
So yeah. So it's not put Palou and Kirkwood at the top of your list. But Dixon knows how to scoot around. Power, as much as he's kind of been let down so far this season, you can't rule these guys out. It's not a big shoe-in like it kind of used to be. The 2 favorites, but anything else can happen. Still got some good.
I kind of find it interesting that Will, who we had on last episode, if you hadn't checked that episode out, it's a great one. So please go back and take a look. I know sometimes if it's like me, I catch up on 3 episodes of something while I'm mowing the grass. So you may not always follow us every day we release one, but that's a great episode to listen to. So check that one out. And he's not the strategist. He's not the driver, but I think people have a different confidence level at different places. And Alex Palou's obviously been jumping out to leads in the most recent seasons. And it's a little tighter right now. And, you know, some things feel like a given with Palou. This doesn't feel that way. I mean, it feels like it could truly be a toss-up. You got the guys that run well, but like you said, the history shows that you don't have to be on the best team. You don't have to be the hot guy at the moment to win this race. So it's kind of a bit of a crapshoot. It could be if some of those top guys don't pan out or qualify.
I think they have 2 things going against them. You have to run 2 sets of reds, and the Fast 6 single format is coming back.
Yeah.
So that has changed as far as if you make it the Fast 6, if you're first, you get to pick what position you want to qualify in. So assuming you finish first, do you want to go first or you want to go last? One of those 2. You don't want to go third. So qualifying matters that much more, which I think is awesome. Last when they did in Arlington, they didn't have that, so people were kind of griping, which I could understand. So tires are still warm. I want to go out first, or let the car cool completely down. Let's go 6th. So just a point where we talked about it. Qualifying is a huge component to a street course race. You don't want to start 18th.
And you don't have, and a hint for grid rivals, you don't have to set your team. But another great hint for grid rivals is within 5 minutes of the race is not the time to decide who your starred racer is going to be for the week, or if you have an empty spot on your team. So you can wait through qualifying, just don't wait too long. It might sneak up on you.
Yeah. So you mentioned grid rivals. Who are you thinking? As far as, we've mentioned some of the people we've won in the past. Rossi and Dixon's kind of always been there. Anybody stick out or not stick out as far as just where their season's going, maybe?
Yeah, I got a couple names that popped out to me. One, I think Marcus Ericsson, just because we've seen the success he's had on street courses this year. He's in an Andretti car. He's really proven again that he, shown that talent. So I think that's a guy you want to look at. And then the second guy that I wasn't even thinking about until I was listening to some podcasts this week is Romain Grosjean.
Yeah.
He's had some real success here. Now, I also know that some of that success came because he was in an Andretti car. But if you're looking for a guy that's down there on the list as far as salary, Grosjean might be an option for you.
I was going to
Good call.
say,
I mean,
if you go strong at the top and you got to go bargain bin at the bottom, for some reason, I just feel like one of these rookies is going to have a breakthrough moment. It may not be when they may not be that they win, but they're going to get you some good points because they're going to do something on one of these street courses or one of these road courses that surprises everyone. And maybe they podium or maybe they finish top 5, and you're going to get a ton of points out of a guy like that. I like Hauger. I like Collette. Both of those guys I don't think are bad picks because after the top guys, we said, I feel like their order could run in anything outside those couple of guys that you think should dominate. But it could be all over the place.
I think you're right. Just looking at past performance, Graham Rahal was 22nd, 17th, 12th, 7th. So I mean, Pato, not even the top 10 in his career. In his career there.
Wow.
Well, he got hold on. No,
5th somewhere.
5th and 22. Everything else is a 17th, a 16th, a 14th, a 13th. Ericsson's got legit, so that's a good call by Dinwiddie. So no, I think a Collette. I mean, keep your nose clean. Just finish this race, dude. Get a top 12. That'd be a good win for any of these rookies, I think.
And one guy we didn't mention, and he's going to cost you some money, so we're not talking about the back end of your lineup now. We talked about the top 2 guys in the standings. We speak about Lundgaard a lot in his effectiveness on street and road as opposed to oval. He's got to be thinking a little bit too, while the getting's good, because he knows there'll be a stretch of ovals. Well, maybe he won't score so well. And so you might press a little harder. You might make some strategy things that might be a little bold. And who knows? He's proven on these type of circuits that he can do work. I mean, he was going to win that race if there were 6 more laps.
Sure.
And he's got a podium here from last year too. So we talk a lot about Kirkwood and Palou fighting it out, but Lundgaard was the guy that was following them to the line. So that's a good call.
Yeah, he pretty darn. The only other guy didn't do well last year is Newgarden. Everybody knows what happened to Newgarden last year, but back in the early 20s and late teens, he won one, but I mean he was getting top 2s pretty consistently, pretty high rates of success there for him. So
I think in 24 where he was running second and Herta booted him in the.
Might be right. Oh yeah,
Dixon was stealing gas. I think Joseph might have won that race if that hadn't happened that year. So
I remember that. A good call.
So before we go on to some fun kind of talk about the potential race, because it could be one that's pretty amusing and some surprises throughout. What about times? You want to follow this thing. You want to be a little more informed for your grid rivals. You can do that by tuning in to FS1 and watching a bunch of pre-race stuff. You would share those times with us, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about the TV ratings, and not just for the race, but for everything, because being a West Coast race for us Midwesterners, East Coast people, got some great viewing times. So, typically I know I'm watching Friday practice, as recording it or listening to it at work or on the way home. But we actually have a 6 p.m. Eastern time practice 1.
So great.
It's awesome. So we get home, relax, have some dinner, get ready for dinner. Practice 2 is Saturday at 1:30. So right in the middle of the afternoon. It's not that 10 o'clock in the morning time that we're used to. Qualifying is Saturday night starting at 6:30. So, great, settle in and
put on a show.
The weather's nice, and put TV on the back porch and watch quals. You got to warm up is at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and then the race comes in at 5:30. So, just some real prime time viewing action for IndyCar fans this weekend, and I think that's going to be great for ratings. I think it's good for popularity. Increasing eyeballs on the sport. I think it's going to be awesome this weekend.
Yes, I totally agree.
And you're taking advantage of being on the West Coast, which is nice. In some sports, I hate it. You're watching basketball in the middle of the winter and your team's playing at 9:15. But this is going to be a huge advantage to us being able to, watch in the evening and go out and run your day have a little fun on the weekend.
And for our West Coast fans out there too, it's great because they're typically trying to watch the race at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So
they don't have
for all viewers.
They don't have a 12 p.m. race. They're still a early midish afternoon for them, which that's how. I mean, ideally, that's how I would love it for any race we go to.
Yeah.
So no, I think they're playing this right.
So we started doing this a race or two ago, just kind of throwing out. Well, and it was in our predictions episode. Some wild predictions. We thought that was fun for the season, but you don't get to find if they come to fruition quick enough. You're still hanging out. Could Graham Rahal win the Freedom 250? Well, we won't know till August. Great bold prediction, but we don't get to find out the outcome forever.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start doing this each week, each race week. So I can start if you guys want.
Go for it.
Because I only got one written down, and I don't want you guys to steal my thunder. All right. My prediction is that someone outside of the top 10 will podium. I'm going to go stronger. Will win at Long Beach. Someone out of the current top 10 standings will win at Long Beach. You're going to see who the options might be?
I was going to say, let me hold on. Let me find out.
Is Dixie in the top 10? Because that could be. I could go with that one.
Dixie is 10. You don't count. Yeah. Rossi, Rahal, Power, Rosenquist.
Graham was second last year.
Wow.
Felix,
interesting there.
Felix been on a pole here. Santino ain't no way. VK has horrendous stats here.
See, I like an off the wall prediction that if it comes true, you come out looking like a genius. But it's so wild if it doesn't come through, they're like, oh, he's just bullshitting.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you just mentioned Rosenquist. I learned something today. His real first name is not Felix. It's Carl.
Yes. Hey, Carl. I would change my name to Felix, too.
I'd rather have a beer with a Carl, though.
That's true. Hopefully I don't know any Carls that are listening. I don't think I do.
Pat, what's your bold prediction?
I'm going to say Armstrong podiums.
Ooh,
oh, I like it. That would make me happy. I'd like that.
I'm going to say Armstrong podiums. He hasn't had great success here, but nothing terrible. Just a typical Armstrong type. I think he'll probably improve. I think he'll look at a 9th and a 14th, but his type of track, just stay clean, get a top 5 qual in there, and just do what he does, and it'll be there, hopefully.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna go with a Rasmussen pick here, but it's not to win. It is to be named the Kelly Landscaping shit pit of the week.
Okay.
I feel like that guy has had every bad piece of karma this season besides a bad pit stop, and I think this week is his opportunity.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to do well. Ed Carpenter actually has had decent success here, but he has to figure it out. It's just like Lundgaard on ovals. Lundgaard's not that bad at ovals, but so far Rasmussen's been that bad at street courses and road courses. So,
well, I think he's equally likely to not finish the race.
Yeah, he won me $50 in another IndyCar pool I played with some high school buddies. It was the tiebreaker was who's going to finish last, and I picked Rasmussen. So won me $50.
Movie prize.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
No, those are good ones. I like them. I like them all for sure.
Hey, if you guys check out the spotter guide this week, there's like 9 cars that have new liveries.
Oh yeah.
On
I saw,
we've got
what's his name?
Alex Close back in his OpenAI one. I hope that's the Matt Gray or Matt Black. That was pretty sweet last year.
Yes, it is. There's a little bit of blue
Liquid
on
Death one. I saw the Liquid Death car.
Yeah, Liquid Death. Both Carpenter cars have one of the other Gulov sponsors on them. Rosie has a Green Day, I think, on the side of his car. So
cool.
Pretty cool there.
I've never seen this. This is sick.
Yeah, that'll be interesting viewing because, for those of us that follow the series, we get used to certain certain cars.
Well,
And
Ray
Lawson's
Hall had a
in
couple
AAA
nice looking
car, I
cars.
think.
Ray Hall had a couple nice looking cars too, and I don't remember what the sponsorship was, but it was all black and white, and it had like a sun. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, Mix is pretty cool. Mix has that black and gold. Louis, let me see if I can find Louis.
He's got some company I didn't know the name of.
Yeah, I don't need it. One other thing to note about this is NASCAR is at Kansas on Fox. So this will lead us right into a lot of. They haven't been. I don't know how many times they've been on actual Fox so far this year. But Kansas is actually, I think, a decent race.
It's one of their best races now. So.
Yeah. So that'll lead right into IndyCar, which is good. Keeps us. Yep. I mean, same thing for me. If IndyCar and then NASCAR, I'm keeping it on that channel. I might not watch every second of it, but hopefully, like we talked about, Boyer and Harvick can pass the baton to Townsend, Hinch, and
Buxton.
I think that's really where they can connect, is razz each other a little bit here and there, and then pass it off. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
sets us up for a little bit better, I think.
I'm just excited it's race week again. It's 3 weeks off. We got 3 weeks again after this one. So
this past weekend wasn't so bad as the weekend before that. There was nothing on. I mean, it was terrible.
Well, speaking of nothing, did you watch Bristol? Because there was nobody in the stands at Bristol.
Man, they said maybe 75,000, which is a lot for, Iowa holds 30, but it'll look packed. But no, me and high school buddies used to go to that back in the day, man, and there was not a seat to be spoken for. $300, $400 tickets. Those were some fun memories. But yeah, no, it's they definitely lost something for sure.
So the livery I was talking about was the 45 of Louis Foster, the Desnuda car. Okay. You don't get to see the aerial, but the aerial of the car is really cool. It's like Stormtrooper-esque. Like everything is just straight black, white. It's pretty neat.
Awesome.
What is Desnuda? I mean, I got to ask.
One of those B2Bs, man. We don't know.
Desnuda. Like, you should be like, Desnuda, HVAC repair. Like, tell me what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna guess it's not HVAC.
No, but you know what I mean. Like office equipment. I'm gonna look it up so our viewers know.
I think it's a solar company. That's what I'm gonna say.
It is a food group. Trips traditional Latin and American cuisine. If that's okay, there you go.
So it might be a food company like Mission sponsors.
Correct. Yeah. Well, if it's not, then that's Desnuda's fault because they didn't advertise what it was. So anyway, shameless plug for Desnuda.
So next time we catch up,
off the rails.
Episode 70. Yeah, let's get back in the on the line. Episode 70 will be post race, and so we'll see if some of our crazy predictions come true, and see if these guys hold on that top three. See if that continues.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
See y'all.